What do we need to do to save our coasts and seas? In a nutshell, we must learn to balance the needs of nature with the needs of humans. But doing so also means dealing with the complex challenges coastal and marine environments face. We need to work together to think up solutions that are practical and creative and benefit everyone. Let's explore some fantastic initiatives and innovations towards preserving coastal and marine treasures. Development activities have been the source of most problems affecting coastal and marine ecosystems. Over the years, governments and industries have become more and more conscious of the risks that development brings to our coastal ecosystems and oceans. International agreements are important as they set rules for how countries use resources and provide guidelines for conservation activities. A well-known example is the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. It provides guidelines for the use and conservation of wetland habitats. The Lisbon Declaration, adopted in July 2022, saw various countries agreeing to step up actions to protect the ocean. In March 2022, 175 countries agreed to begin work on a United Nations plastic treaty. This is great news for our oceans plagued by plastic waste. A study estimated that only 9% of all plastic ever discarded since 1950 has been recycled. 12% has been burnt, and the remaining 79% has ended up in landfills or the natural environment, including the oceans. We need to cut off such pollution right at the source and prevent it from entering the environment at all. Businesses, organizations, researchers and communities around the world are coming up with creative ideas for doing things differently. The innovations and ideas out there are amazing. The plastic six-pack rings that are used to package bottles or cans often entangle wildlife on land and in the ocean. Now, there are edible six-pack rings that can feed rather than harm wildlife if they end up in the ocean. Sustainably farmed seaweed is being used to make biopackaging as an alternative to plastic packaging. Styrofoam, which is used to make disposable cups and plates, is a type of plastic. Researchers have discovered how to use sawdust powder and plant waste from farms to make styrofoam-like packaging. These kind of practical and environment-friendly innovations will keep lots of plastic out of the ocean by not generating any plastic waste in the first place. And what can we do with plastic that is already out there in the seas? Recycle it. Plastic waste from beaches and the seas is collected and recycled into running shoes, sunglasses, fabrics for clothing, and swimwear and more. Some companies are using this material in building mobile phones. Discarded fishing nets are recycled to make skateboards, surfboards, carpet tiles, and bags. In Kenya, a prototype of a traditional sailing boat was built entirely from plastic waste collected from the coast and 30,000 flip-flops. A second larger boat is being built to sail long distances. Some coastal communities are converting plastic waste from beaches and oceans into handicrafts such as bags and jewelry. These help them create an alternative source of income and reduce their dependence on fishing. Waste can be upcycled too. Do you know how upcycling is different from recycling? Upcycling involves repairing, renovating, or repurposing an item such that its value is increased. An excellent example is an initiative in Cameroon. Plastic bottles recovered from garbage are upcycled into boats. All these initiatives need people to collect plastic waste from beaches and seas. So, such initiatives create jobs and alternative sources of income for many coastal communities. Many are working to actively clean up the world's oceans, and ideas can range from the unusual to fantastic. For example, did you know that hair can be used to clean up oil spills? Human hair collected from salons and fur and fleece from animal groomers and farms are made into mats. These are used to soak up oil from oil spills on beaches and in the water. They can also be used in storm drains and wells. A group called the Ocean Cleanup is on an ambitious mission to clean up the world's oceanic garbage patches, starting with the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Others have created innovative machines such as a trash wheel to capture garbage floating in waterways and harbors. These prevent the garbage from reaching the ocean. Technology can be a huge help in tasks as complex and large-scale as cleaning up the ocean. Robots are particularly useful because they can be automated to clean while moving about actively. An example is Waste Shark, whose design is inspired by the whale shark. It collects garbage from the waters of harbors without harming wildlife. There's a robot crab that picks up trash from the ocean floor. And recently, scientists in China developed little robot fish that can eat microplastics in the sea. Restoring coastal and marine habitats takes some creative thinking. We can help damaged coral reefs recover by growing coral larvae in a lab and transplanting them to coral reefs. This process of transplantation is called coral seeding. A robot can be used to distribute coral larvae on the Great Barrier Reef. Artificial reefs are built to restore marine biodiversity and protect shores from storms and erosion. Instead of concrete structures, we can install reef cubes made of recycled materials in the oceans. How about firing seeds into the ground from the sky? Drones are used to fire germinated mangrove seeds into the soft ground and help restore mangrove habitats. Innovations can help to protect marine wildlife too. Modifying fishing gear can go a long way towards avoiding bycatch. In the place of commonly used J-hooks, many fisher folk are switching to using circle hooks on fishing lines. Circle hooks are far less likely to be swallowed by turtles and other species, thus reducing bycatch. Trawl nets fitted with turtle excluder devices capture shrimp and other target species while allowing turtles and other non-target animals to escape through an opening in the net. Technology has also helped develop a whale detection system so that ships can navigate and avoid hitting whales underwater. There's a lot more work to be done to save our coastal and marine environments, and we need everyone to join in. Kids too. Kids can be creative thinkers who are not afraid to come up with big, bold ideas. And there are many kids who are doing amazing things for the ocean. Anna Du from the USA, when a 6th grader invented a remotely operated vehicle that uses infrared light to hunt for microplastics in the ocean. 8-year-old Tharagai Arathana from Chennai is an avid scuba diver. She has collected 600 kilos of plastic bottles along with her father. And then there is Hazik Kazi from Pune, who, when he was 12, designed a prototype ocean cleaner ship that can suck out plastic from the ocean surface. You can be a wave maker too, no matter your age. All you need is a love for our natural world, compassion for all its creatures, a creative mind, and a determination to protect our coasts, oceans, and the communities who live by their side. Do you have a big idea? Let's get going!